The pursuit of the moon 50 years ago today, as Apollo 11 lifted off. 4 days later, we'd be walking on that moon. And part of it, according to my next guest, was the pursuit of something called the common good, our shared interest of humanity. The mission of a lifetime author, Basil Hero, joins us right now. Basil, very good to have you. We forget that. I like you put that in perspective, that was a common element.
It was, Neil, and thank you for having me. You know, it's fascinating when you look at the Apollo 11 taking off to think that there were 5.6 million parts on what they called the stack, okay, which included the command module, the service module, and of course the lunar module which landed, and then everything, of course, in the Saturn V rocket. And the engineers strove for something called the 99.9% reliability rate, the triple nines, which meant that if 0.1% things went wrong, you had 5,600 parts which could potentially fail. So it took a lot of guts to be able to sit on top of that rocket.
And to absorb the risk, right? I mean, we remember from the Apollo 1 fire in January 67 that still within, what, 2.5 years, we'd make it to the moon. We'd complete the goal of John F. Kennedy. That would have been unthinkable.
It would have been unthinkable, and you are absolutely correct. What all of the astronauts told me in my interviews for the book was that they said that the common good and believing in something greater than oneself, in addition to duty, honor, country, is what sustained them as they were on their missions. And I think that's something that gets lost today, as does, frankly, the management miracle that took place in that 7.5-year period to get these guys on the moon. As Jeff Bezos told me, and he has his Blue Origin aerospace company, we pulled that way forward from where it should have been in terms of the engineering technology and the management technology that we had. So they pioneered what we know today as the flat organization, where they really wanted to eliminate as many layers as possible between the engineers at the lowest rung and management, to make sure that they could surface good ideas but also mistakes in real time.
Amazing. Basil Hero, sorry for all the breaking news. A mission of a lifetime, a great perspective on all of that and sacrifice, and echoing John Kennedy's dream to have a man on the moon by the end of the decade, simply because he said it was worth the challenge.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dana Perino, along with Dagan McDowell, Capri Cafaro, Jesse Waters, and Greg Guthrie.